got an open man. It's Radley. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
All day, just like that, just like that.
And he fires one incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Brissett. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 29, Stafford. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ready, go 20!
From the gun on third down, Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now a run with Geis. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On 3rd down, Brissett. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Watch the ship. Check 50. Check 50. Come.
Brissett on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
After the sack on 1st down, Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Check 3.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This will be taken at the 10. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Now Stafford. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Brissett dancing to his left. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Now Brissett. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here we go. 32. Stay 50, stay 50.
Stafford on first down. It's caught. Smith. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Big 20.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. So now 2 pick-sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, they've all been going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Stafford. It fights him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing is Stafford. Open man is Trey Burton. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Brissett sets to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You got tight right there. March 59. Let's go. Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Bissett. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Here's Drew Kaiser now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance? And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Stafford. This one into the hands of Burton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Level right. Hurry up, get set.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Check it out, Reed. 40 got.
Stafford now to throw. He's got Burton here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
On second down, McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. From the 50, it's Stafford. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll run for it with a fullback, Sherman. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the long...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Second down and goal. Brissett. And the Rams with a score. Touchdown.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Stafford. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins got home that time. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. After the interception, here's Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Weeezy with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. A huge play that time for the Rams. 47 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
You got nothing.
Geis. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On first down, it's Stanford. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. On first down, Stafford here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jabal Sheard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coach, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
He's pass rushed, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39. 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Stafford gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. On first and goal, Howard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually...
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 38 yards on the scamper there. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
They'll come out in the pistol. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. That one looks like he'll throw here to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Chris Moore was the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Stafford. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out,
dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas, I will not crash, they will not stop me, tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me, celebrate, I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the